Hello everybody. I'm going to start this off. I'm going to show y'all a little something I'm proud of. If y'all can look right, let's see, right in there. There's one. And down here, up underneath there, two. And over here, make sure y'all can see this. I got three right there. My oh, and one down on the bottom, so there's four there. Okay, so I'm no longer the proud farmer, the porch farmer of the world's most expensive tomatoes. Up until this point, we've only gotten three off of these two bushes all summer, and here it is, August 17th, 18th, whatever day I'm doing this. But anyway, just wanted to point that out to you and show you what I had going on there. Anyway, today, I'm going to set my tripod down here, get y'all adjusted. Today I'm going to talk about a really big monkey, Dave Peterson. He had a little tag thing that he did with some other guys, and I wasn't tagged, but I'm going to pick up on it, and I'm actually going to tag some people of my own. So the subject is 3 luxury items that you take into the woods with you normally. Okay. I'm sure everybody, when I say 3 luxury items, something pops into your head. And generally speaking, it would be real easy to come up with 3 items, but I'll be honest, I'm 53 years old, I'm a lot older. I'm not hiking the Appalachian Trail. To be honest, I don't do things the same way I used to do things. So a lot of my bushcrafting is done. I may have 500 yards at the most that I need to walk or carry my gear to get into the woods. So I carry a lot of extra things now that I may not would have, years ago when I was actually backpacking and doing the lightweight, fairly long, 50 miles up and down the Appalachian Trail, climbing up and down the Blue Beaver Trail, and a few little pieces of the Appalachian Trail. I'm sorry, 50 miles of the Black Creek Trail, but the few little pieces of the Appalachian Trail that I would do, I didn't carry a lot of ultra heavy duty stuff. So anyway, if you want to see David Pearson's take on this, I'll link it down below, and you can see what he had. I'm going to show you 3 or 4. Mention one or something. Anyway, I'll show you my take on the rabbit next door at my daughter's house is kicking up her heels. I'll give you my take on the a few of the luxury items that I might take with me. Kind of in my mind, I was thinking, what would be your luxury item? Most of you younger guys that are in great shape with good knees, and anyway, overcast, hot southern Mississippi day. So I'm going to move the tripod just a little, readjust you, and we will get into this and see how it goes. Okay. This is my first one, and like I said, I'm going to tag a couple of people at the end of this because I like this idea and I kind of want to keep it going. All right, number 1. First thing, we have a wonderful, I can't tell you, it's marked number 8 and S and K on the back and a little D on the bottom. Okay, I doubt very seriously if that's going to show up very well. Maybe. But this is an iron skillet, and Like I said, I'm 53 years old, and this sucker, I can guarantee you, is as old as I am. It was my grandfather's. He kept it in his camping gear box that we used, and it's been used and used and used and used in the outdoors. It's fairly weighty. It may weigh between 10 and 15 pounds. I don't know. I've never put it on a scale. I do know that it can add a little bit of weight to your backpack. But if you want to cook in the woods, I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing. There's no titanium, there's no aluminum, and there's no stainless steel that will cook for you like cast iron will. And this older stuff, you can get a hold of it fairly easy. You can go to flea markets, yard sales, places like that, and this cast iron is fairly easy to come by. And let's see, what did I do? How bad did I get? Yeah. So cast iron is fairly easy to come by. And like I said, you put this on the fire and heat it up, you'll get no hot spots. You know, if you got a coal sitting up against it here, and then a void area, and then maybe a half burning stick on the other side, it's going to spread that heat evenly all across your cooking surface. And you know, you can fry taters, fry eggs, bacon, steaks, you know, any number of things you can cook in the iron skillet. As a matter of fact, I don't know of too many things, to be honest with you, that you cannot cook in an iron skillet. And yeah, you can deep fry, you can cook bread and cook cornbread in it, cook biscuits in it. This one here, I don't know if you can see the inside rim of it. I know my camera isn't that great, but if you look on the inside rim of this thing right in here, it's it kind of goes from dark black down to a light brown color. That's because I use this in the kitchen. When I'm not, when it's not in a bag or going out in the woods with me, this skillet gets used in the kitchen, and that lighter brown around the edge of it, that's just where the black has basically been kept from getting into the pan. I make cornbread in it in the oven. That's what I do with it. You know, cornbread's about that thick. Everything turns out great. All right, so anyway, cast iron skillet. That's my number one thing I'm presenting to you. Number two thing, this is like a poolside beach chair, plastic chair I'm sitting in. They make folding chairs. People make their own bushcraft chairs, and, you know, lashing together sticks and things. One of these nylon canvas with the metal poles on it, just a camp chair, that would be one of my other things I would take. And I'm not going to pull a bunch of them out and try to show you a bunch of chairs and stuff, because you've seen chairs before. But I'll just say the number two item is going to be a chair. You know, sitting up off the ground, getting up out of the dirt, getting up out of the wetness, getting up out of the bugs, kind of. And when you get old, you know, old and fat like me, you don't have to waller around on the ground, roll around and grunt and listen to weed eaters and traffic going by. But anyway, you don't have to roll around on the ground and grunt and strain trying to get up off the ground. It helps a lot too. All right, so number one was the iron skillet. Number two is the chair. A chair, any chair. If you want to take a metal folding chair, that's up to you. But as I said, you know, if you hadn't got 300 or 400 yards from your vehicle or whatever, you're going into the woods, that's a good, you know, those two items are really good to carry with you. You know, make a second trip if you have to, and get your luxury items in. All right, the third item I'm going to present, this is the company on this is Gold Armor. I think I paid $19.99 for this little deal here, and it was actually $19.99 for a box that had 4 of them in it. And what it is, if it doesn't completely blank the camera out, it is a LED lantern. it weighs, it weighs next to nothing. That's about the size. That's about the size of a soup can. Takes 3 AA batteries in the bottom of it, and lasts those 3 AA's. You can run this sucker from sundown till well after midnight, and it won't dim out on you and fade. And it's just, like I said, another luxury item. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm on the porch at the house, and the neighbor, I guess, has decided finally to do some weed eating. Anyway, so the LED lantern. You can get these off of eBay. You can get these off of Amazon. Hang them up in your tent. Hang them above your head from your ridge line, underneath your tarp, over your hammock. Whatever you wish to do with them, that's great. So in the same vein as the cooking, the iron skillet, luxury item. This is a complete pot of soup. This little bag right here. Makes 8 cups of soup. Or maybe a little more. 8 cups of water. Bring it to a bowl. Whip in the soup mix and simmer it for 15 minutes. You take your 2-quart or whatever pot, set it on the edge of the fire, heat it up, get this hot, and especially if you get a group of you, this right here could, somebody gets a little hungry, they can walk by and grab some of this and some cornbread that you made with your iron skillet, and it's just there, especially in the wintertime when it's kind of warm, kind of cool. Having a warm or hot meal, those are really nice. Same vein, these are just sour cream and chive mashed potatoes. You add 2 cups of boiling water to that, and just whip it up. You don't have to add anything else to it. Now, I put a little salt, maybe a little extra butter in it, but that's my own taste. But, as far as preparing it properly into the directions, these things, it takes as long as it takes to heat up water to a boil, and you don't have to continually boil your water. You just heat the water to a boil, mix these up in don't have to have milk or anything in them. There are minute rice, where 1 cup of water, 1 cup of rice, and you've got your rice for your meal. Just so my other luxury item would be foods you don't have to quote unquote cook. Foods that you can literally add just a little bit of boiling water to them, and they're dried. You're not carrying a whole lot of weight, even if you were gonna pack in somewhere and to spend your trip. So actually that's 4 items. I said there were going to be 3. That's 4: the iron skillet, the food, the lantern, the chair. I guess is just a tip. Another tip, just a bonus item here. Working around camp, you get hot, you get sweaty. You've put on skeeter dope or insect repellent, as the northerners call it. You put that on your skin, and it just gets kind of oily and messy sometimes, and you just feel grungy before you go to bed at night. And you don't have to carry the whole pack. Carry what's left over from last trip or the house, or take some of them out and put them in as far as that goes, you can make your own. These are unscented baby wipes. The unscented wipes are just the cloths, and they've basically got distilled or purified water or something on it. No scents, no alcohol, none of that stuff. Just the baby wipes. And we don't always talk about such things on videos. I'm sorry to bring it up, but these also come in handy to as some of us say, to make sure your paperwork is properly done. They help out with your toiletries. But the main thing is you can take these at night when you're getting ready to go to bed, wipe yourself up with them real good, take off the day's sweat and grit and salts. So, okay, so again, iron skillet, foods that you add water to, easy to prepare. We got our lantern here. We're sitting in our chair. We got our baby wipes to clean up. You can even use the baby wipes to clean up after you cook or before you cook. So those are the things that I would say are quote unquote luxury items that you're gonna carry with you. They don't take up a lot of room necessarily. They don't cost a lot. And you know, like I said, some of them are a little more difficult for the surefire backpackers, the ultralight guys. But for a bushcrafter where you're doing it the old way, you know, the skillet may be a little more weight than some titanium ultralight kit. No big deal. Bring the ultralight kit too. You know, you get everything to camp, drop it, make a quick trip back to the car, and get your heavier items. So anyway, that is the items I want to present. These are luxury items. These are not things that are going to make your survival and your actual bushcrafting experience make or break items, but they are items that'll make your time in the woods a little more enjoyable and easier. Okay, so I said I was going to tag somebody else. I hadn't talked to these people. If they choose not to do this, then that is terrific. I'm not upset by that any at all. If you know them, you know, drop a message to them. Let them know that you saw me, that I was going to do it. I'll see if I can't put it on the screen here, and if I can't figure that out, then I will go ahead and list them down below. The first one is a young lady from Germany, actually, and she subscribed to my channel way before she had really any subscribers herself, but she's doing really good. She's been into the bushcraft now for just a little while, and she makes some great videos. She's got a great personality on camera, much better than mine, and I just really like her videos. She's the kind of person, you watch her videos and it makes you feel good inside. And her channel is PetraGoesOutdoors. PetraGoesOutdoors. Second one is one of my subscribers that actually, I believe, has right now, when I check, has more videos than he does subscribers, or they do. And it's Badey, B-A-D-E-Y, Badey Bushcraft. I'm gonna tag them. And the next one is MassOutdoorTramper. Like I said, these are all people who are my subscribers, and like I said, if they don't want to do this, if they don't want to do a little short video on the items like this, that's fine. If they do, that's great. If you know these people, let them know that they've been kind of challenged to do one of these little videos, and I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things and do some more with my channel. I haven't been doing very much, so hopefully you enjoyed this, and take care of you. Remember, Jesus loves you. I love you too. Y'all have a great one.